What up? It's midnight. It's actually 12:10. So my day was amazing. I worked step 5 with my sponsor. I then went home, got the kids off of school, the school bus, and took a nap, and then woke up and my son was cleaning and I cleaned too, so we cleaned, and then I went to a coffee shop that does open mic, and I didn't know anybody there. I wasn't invited, although my son thought it would, he wanted to go, but I understand, social anxiety and all that stuff, and he, wasn't really feeling it, and I decided to go anyways. And so I read a poem that I wrote earlier today, yesterday, I guess. And I did that, which I was like fucking afraid to do. Like, it's not like it's recovery. It's not like I was in the rooms. This was like different. But it's something I thought about doing a long time ago. Write a poem and read it at an open mic at a coffee shop. And it's super cool that I did that for myself. It felt amazing, super fucking amazing. And then I'm sitting at on my couch. I got the kids to bed, and I started scrolling. And in between the scrolls, I looked at myself and said, "Get to fucking work." So I packed my shit and I went into the gym and fucking killed myself. And I didn't do it because I'm stressed or tripping or any of that. It's just like, hey man, you're about to go scroll for fucking hours. I know what you're gonna do. So put that shit to work. And I feel even more amazing. I don't know if this is all recovery, but my recovery has everything to do with it. If you're just at a point in your life where you feel like you're stuck, you feel like, what the fuck happened? Like I have, do a bunch of shit that you've never done before. Like I'm not a hiker. I did a gang of hikes. Got out of my comfort zone. I went on a kayak by myself. Got out of my comfort zone. I remind you that, there was some stuff that dictated that, or at least manifested it. But those were the things that got me going and doing it. I'm grateful for that. And, hell yeah, man. I'm gonna go there again. And it was cool. People were super nice, They said some nice things to me after I finished. And it made me think, man, that little fucking, the hiking and stuff, where I'm like, I'm off for a season, getting out of my comfort zone and stuff, and then doing it, that shit don't end. I'm stressed to the max about bills and all that shit, but I'm not gonna stop fucking trying all these things. Like, what the fuck? Who thought in a million years that I go do something like that? And I just did it. And it felt good. And I was like by myself there, which is great. Which is even better. Working step 4. When we work step 4 with our sponsor, that's called step 5, by the way. Working that step, the inventory, and there's sex in there, and there's relationships in there, and there's bad behaviors in there, and there's all that, and there's your assets. Doing that with my sponsor, and then when I was done and I was picking up my kids, he called me and he was like, "Hey man, you dumped a lot of shit on me. How you doing?" And I was like, I feel serene right now. It was the second time I've done that with my sponsor. The last time I sat and worked steps with my sponsors, I got loaded. There was one, like I worked step 1 with him when he went out to his thing. And then I got baptized, and he was like, look, you have a really good connection with your higher power. You know, it's not one of those you need to make a decision if there is a higher power, and it's not like you need to turn your life and your will over in terms of let's work a step to figure that out. You did. So he was like, you're on step 4. And then for a fucking year, it took me that long to finish that. And I don't foresee the character defects taking that long. I mean, I'm going to start that here within the next week. And then I want to pummel through that. Because not pummel through it, but I want to get through those character defects to figure out the nature of my actions, the nature of my wrongs. And so I'm really excited that I'm on that now, but I'm even more excited of what I did for myself. And I'm just going to keep doing things. Who knows, man? Who knows? But I'm really proud of myself today. And I'm really proud of myself for going to the gym right now. You know, and then I'll go in the morning too. I'm taking care of myself. And, you know, you can do the same thing too. You can do the same thing too. It never ends here. You know, this journey, these mountaintops that I'm climbing can be in a coffee shop. They don't have to be on the actual mountain. They can be on a kayak. They can be, you know, helping somebody out when they call you. It can be all kinds of things. You know, I have a fucking sponsee. I haven't had a sponsee since I got loaded. Since before that. And so, like, where I'm at today versus where I've ever been at in my life, yeah, I might be older now. But, so fucking what, man? Who cares? Who cares how old you are? It doesn't matter. Maybe this will motivate somebody who's like in their 20s or 30s and they feel like life is over. It's not, man. I'm in my 40s and I'm doing all kinds of shit. And I'm doing it for myself so I can be better. And this weekend, I took my kids to, you know, Chuck E. Cheese, and they said that it was the best day ever, you know? And I got the holidays coming up. I'm not going to sit around and just stress out about that. I'm going to do shit. You know, so that way I look at these holidays as not a stressful time, even though it is. I don't know what's to come, but I do know this. If I keep doing this shit, things are going to get better for me. And they're already getting better for me. And, you know, the shit I was tripping on, I'm not tripping on anymore. The connections I'm making, the connections I'm rehashing, I mean, it's all worth it. It really is worth it. You know, they say grab life by the horns. Yeah, man. Just fucking do it. You got what it takes. Fuck, if a fanatic like me who couldn't fucking stop using and staying in a room and doing the most or the least, whatever you want to call it, can find a way to climb out of that and find a way to like fucking really take control of certain areas of his life, you can too. And I'm telling you, man, it's worth it. So you have what it takes. Whoever's watching this and they're not quite sure what's going on with their life, you know, maybe you're stuck in a rut. That rut doesn't have to stay forever. You can just continue to do one thing at a time and just inspire yourself to continue to do other things. This happened like by chance. It was just all of a sudden last week. I was asked to do this, and then I wrote the poem today, and then I went and read it today, and it opened the door for me, like I did when I kayaked and like I did when I climbed that first trail. Year round, we do shit. You know, I kept telling myself I'm taking the season off. No, I'm not taking the season off. I'm going to develop and find new things to do during the winter season. So in like 4 months, I'm back at it. And it's like, you know, until I can't fucking, until my knees give in, until, you know, my voice gives in, until I'm sitting there on, you know, there's an EKG attached to me and it's like, these are his last days. Well, fuck, here's what he did leading up to. You know, he didn't fucking just die in a bed fucking doing stupid shit. He didn't just fucking disappear. All right. Great day today.